Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Bones Collector. Wow, it's been a long time since I did a video. And I'm sorry about that. We've just been really busy doing things, and you know, I had this hospital visit that was very dangerous, so that took a lot of time. And then I've been doing projects around the house here. We painted it. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hear all that crap, but I've been busy. And I talked to Laura. I said, we need to get something out there, and we are coming to the end of this channel. So we're going to do this video, which is our top 10 of 2025, and then the next set of videos will be our ultimate top 100 for the last time, and it will be our farewell video. It's be a series of videos where we talk about 100 games that we're keeping. So we are going to sell everything but 100 games, and I'll talk about that during that video series. But for right now, this video is going to be about the games that we loved from 2025. So I want to talk about those today. The first one I want to mention, this is kind of number 11, but I don't know if you guys are aware that this came out, and it's a Lovecraft letter. It's in the Love Letter universe. There's many different versions. There's The Hobbit, I believe, and there's Letters to Santa, which we had at one time. I wish we would have kept it, and then of course Love Letter itself. But in this universe here, we really love Arkham Horror stuff. We have Elder Sign, and we have Arkham Horror 3rd Edition and everything for that game. Is that the only two Lovecraft things we have?
Reign of Cthulhu.
Reign of Cthulhu. So we do have, and so we enjoy that universe, Arkham Horror. But hey, this is out right now, and it's a lot of fun. Again, this is a player elimination game. You're going to have a deck of cards that you're going to play with different card effects on them, and you're trying to get rid of your opponents that are in the game. It plays from 2 to 6 players, and you have some tokens that you're going to win because you play this game in rounds, and at the end of the round you will pick up a token, and it'll be either insane or sane depending on how you finish that particular round. And if you get 3 of the sane tokens, if you get 3 of the insane tokens or 2 of the sane tokens, you win the game, right?
Yes.
And then there's also a card in here that has an effect that will let you win the game immediately if played under the right conditions. And we have another game, District Noir, that has a certain condition like that where you can win the game without just going through everything. But it's a fun game, and it's light, and you can play it very quickly, and that's why I think it's a really good game to add to your library. And it's a small box. I really like this game, and that's Lovecraft Letter in the Arkham Horror universe. Okay. Number 10 for 2025 is Matt Laycock's Fate of the Fellowship in the Lord of the Rings universe, as you quite imagine. And we have had Lord of the Rings games before. We had the one by Reiner Knizia from 2001, which we enjoyed. It was a fun cooperative game. This is a cooperative game also, and it is fun. And it has some nice little pieces in it. I had one problem with it, the little warriors that you use, the little meeples, they're super tiny. I felt it was unnecessary, and you do get a lot of them on the board, and people said, well, they have to be little because you have so many of them on the board. Well, I don't know why they couldn't have made a few larger ones in all the colors, and they would have had a 3 or 5 player value on them. That way you could have just had those on the space, and you wouldn't have had to have all these little tiny critters running around, because they are difficult to handle. If I can't imagine a guy with big hands playing with those silly little things. It'd be very difficult. But the game itself is fun. The board is beautiful. You do feel the pressure of Frodo and the difficult task he has of getting that ring to Mount Doom, and it's just pounding on you the whole time. And I really like that about this game. And it has quite a few of the characters from Lord of the Rings in this game. I enjoy so much about it. That being said, it plays from 1 to 5. For 14 and up, it's a longer playing game. It says 60 to 150 minutes. I don't know if you could play this game in 60 minutes. I don't know.
It'd actually be awful.
Even at 2, it took us longer than that, and it does drag on quite a bit. For people who like that, you're going to love this stuff. It's a good game. It's a fun game to play. It's, again, rather lengthy, and everything about it, publishing-wise, was good, except those little meeples. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Everything else works flawlessly. We had a little bit of problem, I think, with the dice tower, but it was our fault for putting it together badly. And once we fixed that, it was fine. But other than that, hey, it's a great game. If you like Lord of the Rings universe, you're going to love this game, Fate of the Fellowship, and you're young and you can sit at the game table and work your way through this kind of thing. It's just a little bit long for us. I won't be keeping it, but I can recommend it. I can recommend it very highly. It's a fun game. That's Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship, and that's number 10, 2025. Game's heavy. There's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, the number 9 game, Fate of the Fellowship was number 10. Number 9 is Dungeon Legends. Dungeon Legends is in the Chronicles of Avel universe. We really like Chronicles of Avel. I will tell you that right now. We enjoyed that game a lot, and that designer came out with this for 2020. Actually, I think this came out in 2024. I couldn't get it. I grabbed it this year, so it's on my 2025 list, published by Rebel Studios. I'm not going to say the name of the designer because I can't say his name. Oh my gosh. Przemysław Wojciechowski. But his game designs are fantastic. Again, we love Chronicles of Avel. If you haven't played that game, it's a kind of a RPG type of cooperative adventure where you're rolling a lot of dice and doing battle with some cardboard monsters that you put together. And I love so much about that game. I even got the expansion that we keep for that game, and it's going to be one of the 100 games that we're going to keep. That's a spoiler alert. But Dungeon Legends I will not be keeping. I love this game and I can highly recommend it to you. But it's going to take you 90 minutes to play this game. We've played every scenario in this game. We love them all. It's so interesting because they're so different, and it has a deck building element that's in it, and the cards that you add to your deck have this shiny foil to them, this gleam, so that you know you've got special cards. There's just so much to like about this game. It's a tower defense, so you have a track with monster cards that are going to be on there. You have to defeat those as the cards come out of the deck and defend the tower. And it's so much fun to do it because every scenario changes everything in the game. Changes everything. It was so brilliant. Oh, now that I'm talking about it, I'm thinking I might keep it. But I can highly recommend this game. Laura and I had a great time playing it. Oh my gosh. This guy is a good board game designer. And that's 2 in a row that I've really liked by him. It's got a little bit of dice rolling, deck building, some worker placement, and like I say, things change. It's a 5-chapter campaign you can do in here. We just played them individually, all of them. I think we won 3 out of the 5. And the last one was very difficult because you have 2 decks of monster cards that you're going to have to deal with. So you have 2 rows, and before you can even deal with the card up above, you have to defeat the card below it, and that really is difficult to do, maneuvering and operating everything else that's going on in the game. So much fun. It's such a challenge. Wow, this is a great game, you guys. I can highly recommend it, and that's Dungeon Legends. And cooperative game, yeah, man, it's really, really good. If you can sit at the gaming table for 90 minutes, that doesn't bother you, Dungeon Legends is right up your alley. Number 8. Number 8 is going to be Spooktacular from L99 Games. Spooktacular is such a fun, light, Halloween-themed game. Each player is going to be playing a monster from a movie, and each monster from the movie are different in the way they play the game. So it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Asymmetric, yeah. It's asymmetric player powers. You get a bunch of these in here, which is pretty cool. The game pretty much plays the same. You're trying to devour customers in the theater. Once you devour those customers, you get to keep them, and they're all different colors, and you trade in the colors for movie tickets. You can, that score you points at the end of the game also, but you get a nice stack of these things. Yeah, those are all movie monsters. All different movie monsters. They all play completely differently. I got the lid off anyways, but you got all the game pieces are these beautiful wood. It's so much nicer than plastic. I'm so thankful for that because you know how I would feel about plastic. Then you have a whole bag full of the meeples that are the customers in the theaters, and a whole deck of cards. Each one of these movie monsters will have a unique deck of cards tailored just for them, and you're going to play those cards one at a time. And sometimes you can play 2 at a time depending on what happens in the game, what kind of powers and benefits you have on your asymmetric sheet. So just a lot of fun. Again, you can play this game in about 45 minutes, and we really enjoy that time frame in board gaming. Even an hour is okay, but man, just a fun time in this game. And you first one to 50 points, or when all the movie tickets are gone, triggers the end of the game, and the person with the most points wins the game. So you want to get some of those movie tickets. You can see your opponent getting them. But this is the board that I was talking about, and it's it's got a point track around it, and these are just the different rooms in the theater and so forth. So you're going to have these meeple, and you're going to be able to move them around and put them where you want them, so that when you move there, you can devour them. And depending on, again, your asymmetric player powers that are on your sheet, because they're all different. And we really like that because it plays quickly. We really enjoy this game. It was a pleasant surprise for me. When I first saw it, I thought, I don't know about that game. You know how you are. You take a look at that and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to like that. But we got it home and played it, and I said, wow, we kept playing it over and over, didn't we? And the best way to do this is to take that stack of Movie Monster sheets, and whoever's playing in the game, just pass them out randomly. And you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, and you try and win with that particular Movie Monster. You know, you can choose them, but that's no fun. Get them out at random, that way somebody can't say, well, your monster's more powerful than my monster. Well, the thing is, you have to learn how to use that particular monster and his abilities to your best advantage to win the game. And that's the challenge in Spooktacular. Again, highly recommend it. It's a game we're keeping. Spooktacular. All right, I think we're down to number 7. And guess what? I don't have that game. Yeah. It's supposedly in the mail on the way to my house. I have played it, and it's called Scales of Fate. It is a 2025. I think it's going to be a 2025 on BGG. I describe it best like this. Scales of Fate is fun chess. I'm not slamming on chess players or anything like that. If you love chess, that's great. I was just always thought it could have been more fun. That's a very cerebral game. However, there are some games that kind of emulate that feeling that chess gives you, and Scales of Fate is like that. And the thing that I love the most about Scales of Fate, you're going to have 2 player pieces on the scoring track. I think it's a scoring track. You're going to add them up, and that's going to be your final score. Not only can you manipulate...
Add them up, or do you subtract?
I don't know. I mean, but
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember how it really works, but you have 2 pieces, and your opponent has 2 pieces on this scoring track. I think it's a scoring track, and you are trying to move those to get like the furthest distance apart, or the closest. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Dang
either.
it! It's been so long since I played that. But you're trying to get those 2 pieces in certain areas on that scoring track, and you want your opponents to be in certain places. You can mess with their pieces, and they're going to mess with yours. Plus, you can move yours. And you're trying to get them in certain places, and the way you do that is all these pieces, they're in the center of the board, and they do different things in manipulating those pieces. I was enamored with this game in about 10 minutes. I thought, oh my gosh, because it was just twisting my brain. It really causes you to do this. What? What can I do? You know, you really are overwhelmed by what choices to make to get those pieces, those scoring pieces in certain positions. I'm telling you, man, and this probably is unfair to put at number 7. It probably will go up this list, but I only played it one time. I was sold immediately. I went home from the convention, backed it, which I tell you not to do.
Yeah.
But I would never back a game on crowdfunding I have not played. That's a fib. I've done it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do it in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm advising you not to do it. Like your parents tell you, don't do as I did. Don't do as I do as I say. Stay off of crowdfunding. That's even more important today than ever, because there are so many people, so many crooks trying to take your money on crowdfunding. I'm getting on my soapbox here, but I got to tell you, stay off of it. You may not get your game. You're going to lose your money, And you don't even know if the game's good. If it's a new game and it's never been out, why would you even back something like that? Just do yourself a favor. Build your library out of games that are proven winners. That's a safe bet. So Scales of Fate will probably go up this list. I just have a feeling it's going to be outstanding. So that's number 7. Number 6 is going to be a game that surprised me again for a number of reasons, but it's called River of Gold. And the designer, see, it's published by Office Dogs. It's in the Legend of the Five Rings universe. Oh, designed by Keith Piggott. Yeah, I like this game a lot. I watched it play. You know, this is the way I do my game picking. I watched it play 4 or 5 times on YouTube and thought to myself, is there enough in there to make this game worth owning? And I thought, yeah, I think there is. I think we got this up at Haven here by the house. And another thing that made me doubt it was this Seal of Excellence by Dice Tower. They put that Seal of Excellence on games that are just not good. So I have my doubts. And people ask me, why does that bother you? Well, because I have my doubts about Dice Tower. They run their business for money, which is fine. This is America. You know, so I had my doubts whether I'd like this game. And I enjoy it very much. Lori and I play it. It's one of the better games that came out in 2025. And the publishing is fantastic. And there's more to it than meets the eye. I always love it when that happens. So I thought to myself when I was watching it played, is there enough there to really give this game life on the shelf? And what I mean by that is when I play it 50 times, is it still going to be good? And it will. River of Gold is good. And there's just different ways you can play this game, which is what gives it the life that it's going to have. Different ways you can manipulate things. This is a competitive game. And let's see, competitive game, 2 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, that's accurate. Lori and I play this in an hour, 2-player, so I'll just let you know that. And all the games I talk about are, you know, unless I stipulate otherwise, we play them at 2-player. Because that's the way we do 90% of our gaming is with just her and I. So it's very important to us that the games play well at 2. But yeah, just a great, great game. Publishing is fantastic, like I say, and you know, the board has some gold inlay on it, which, I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with gameplay, but it's fun when you're playing the game to be able to look at a pretty board. And the River of Gold is exactly that. It's gold. Yeah, it's got gold inlay on it. Hopefully I can move that back and forth and you can catch the glare of the lights or whatever. But just very, very cool game. The more we played it, it took us a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
We played it a few times and thought, I don't know how I'm feeling about this game. So anyways, we played it over and over, and eventually we decided, you know what, this game is pretty cool. And we decided to keep it, and not only keep it, I really, really can endorse this game. If you guys are looking for a Euro-style game, because that's what this is, it's just some resource management and your set collection and going on, and you're just traveling that river, and there's different ways you can do that, and it makes it so much fun. The River of Gold is worth the price of admission. It's an outstanding board game. Oh yeah, man, I just looking at it, I'm ready to set this up and play it. I just really enjoy this game. And we've played it so many times now that, and once you play a game 5 to 10 times, you'll decide, hey, this game has shelf life that I'm looking for. You know, something that I can come back to in a month, and it's just as cool and just as fresh, and I discover something new about it that I didn't know last time. And I would suggest that to all of you out there. You know, whenever we play a game, and we've played it a lot, you know, I'll do something. I tell Lori, I'm going to do something crazy this game. I'm going to
Try something weird.
I'm going to just do something really weird and focus on this one direction and just see how that turns out for me. And that's fun to do in board games. I'm just going to do this, you know, I'm just going to go after it. That's why they call it a game, so you can try different things. And River of Gold really delivers, you guys. I can highly recommend River of Gold by Keith Piggott. I hope that's the way you pronounce his name. Okay, now we're getting down to River of Gold. Number 5. Now, number 5 came out in 24. As a matter of fact, they got the Spiel des Jahres, or nominated for the Spiel des Jahres, Captain Flip. What won the Spiel des Jahres? That 2-man crew thing?
That
airplane?
Scott.
Yeah. Well,
Sky Team.
Sky Team. Sky Team won the Spiel des Jahres. Captain Flip did not, but it was nominated. And the other one was something about Darwin's. Darwin's Journey?
No.
No.
In the footsteps of Darwin?
Footsteps of Darwin, yeah.
Something like that.
Which Darwin's Journey was a good game too. But it was the Footsteps of Darwin. We played all three of those games at a convention because we knew they were nominated for the Spiel des Jahres. And we voted for this one, didn't we?
Yep.
Sky Team was okay, but I don't know. It's okay. I thought it was published weekly, poorly. I thought the publishing was, cheap, so I didn't care for that, and I didn't think the game was good. It wasn't fun as this. This is a fun game. Sky Team, of course, is cooperative, but you can't talk cooperative, which I hate when they say the game's cooperative, but here are the rules. You can't talk, or you can't show this card or that card. Is it cooperative or not? Make it cooperative, or don't make it cooperative. But, there we go. But Captain Flip is a simple game to play, and we enjoy the heck out of it. You get these different sheets that are give the game some variety, and they're double-sided. They have different ways to score on them, on these sheets, so the game is going to change a little bit on how you play it. And then you have all these tiles that you're going to draw out of a bag. If you haven't played Captain Flip, it's just a fun time. So you draw these tiles out of a bag, and you're going to draw it out and look at the front. And you're going to decide, do I want to use that tile and place it on my sheet the way I drew it out of the bag, or do I want to flip it? So you can't look at the bag. You have to decide before you flip it. So you have to have players that are willing to, play by the rules. So you draw one out of the bag and you look at the front and you're like, I don't like that. But if I flip it, maybe it'd be something worse. And that's happened, man. So it's a push your luck thing, because once you get more tiles on here, they score different ways. So if you pull one out, you're like, okay, that's not going to score me anything. So I'm going to flip it. So you flip it, and it turns out being something that's going to cost you points. And that really sucks. But that's a chance you take. So you either got to, take what you get or flip it. And that's so much fun in Captain Flip. And it's very light. So I know in the gaming community, people like to go, oh, that game's so easy, it's just no good. And I've actually met people who say things like that. And I don't think games have to be complex to be fun. And Captain Flip is that one of those games. It's very easy to play. Hey, Lord, I played it the other night, because you can take this game, get it out, and play it in 15, 20 minutes, and you feel like you've had some thought while you played it. There was some challenge there, and it's enjoyable to do so. It was nominated for the Spiel des Jahres, and in my opinion, it should have won. I like Darwin's Footsteps of Darwin. I thought that was decent. This was better. Again, the Sky Team thing, to each his own, but this one, for my money, was the winner of the Spiel des Jahres, and that's Captain Flip. If you like a nice light affair where you do some thinking, you push your luck and have some fun, and you can talk at the table. It's a competitive game, but it's one of those games where you're joking with each other, like, oh, dagnabbit, I wanted that one, and stuff like that. So it's very light and fun. And that's Captain Flip. Hey, it's inexpensive. Go get it. If you just love having fun playing board games, Captain Flip's right up your alley. All right. Okay. Number 4 is going to be River Valley Glassworks, and I think this is 2025 for sure. On BGG, I don't know. I certainly didn't get it till this year, so I put it on my list for 2025. It's for 1 to 5 players. It's competitive. Can be played in 25 minutes. I love that. It's so cool. And this is the little deluxe version with the plexiglass, whatever, the plastic pieces for the river. This game is all about the scoring mechanism, and I just love that. It's such a nice little challenge that you can get done very quickly. It comes with a neoprene play mat and glass pieces, a bunch of glass pieces that you're going to select off a moving river. And these are the plexiglass pieces for the river. And you have characters that you're going to play, and your little character is going to be in this inset positions on this little board that's in your play area. Once you get to 17, that round is over, so you're watching everybody's little animal on their board and see how far they've gotten, because every glass piece counts of space that you're going to select off the river. Just love this game. Then this is your scoreboard that each person will have, and it's all about this scoring mechanism and where you place those glass pieces and what shape they are. What color? Is it the color? It's the color, it's the shape when you're selecting them out of the river, and it's the color when you're putting them on your scoreboard. So, oh my gosh. When I think I watched Rado play this, and he said, wow, it's really light. I don't know how I feel about it. And I was like, well, if it's light for Rado, then that's probably right where I like to play. You know, he probably wouldn't keep a game like this, but I certainly love a game like this. And, Laura and I love this. We've played this so many times because it's so quick and so much fun. You can, again, get this game out. You've got an hour to burn. You got something going on, and you get this game out and play it in 30 minutes, 25 or 30 minutes. So much fun to do that, you guys. And take my word for it, on the 28th of November, I turned 70. And the older I get, the more I love games like this. I have very few games that take a long time to play. And I will talk about those in the next series of videos. But this type of game here is just priceless. I mean to tell you, and it's different every time you play it. Because that moving river and the way you select those shapes out of the river is going to change. And because that changes, it's going to change your ability and the variety of ways that you're going to be scoring on that scoreboard. So just so much fun. It's brilliant. I mean, a game like this is just brilliant. And I can't say enough about it. You have to own this game. It's along the lines of the complexity, like Splendor, that kind of thing. I don't know. There's just so much to be said for a game like this, and I can't say enough good things about it. It's number 4 in my list of 2025. Oh my gosh, just a lovely, lovely little game. River Valley Glassworks. Oh gosh darn it. There we go. And I'm glad to keep this game for as long as I'm playing board games. You just have so much time on this planet, and you want to have fun when you're doing it, when you're spending your time, and when you get older, it becomes even more of a premium. And River Valley Glassworks is a game that we will play as long as we're playing games, and I love it. I can recommend it to you guys. All right, now I'm down to the last 3 games. The number 3 game, I believe, is a game that I very rarely recommend minimum 3-player games. But this one I just have to. It's Flip 7, and you can get this from dang near nothing. I mean, but it's...
And they have a Scrooge or a Grinch version.
Oh, they have a Grinch version now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this game is so much fun, and here's the way I want to describe it to you. If you've played Uno, it's Uno that's fun. I mean, Uno always drove me nuts. And it just, because it didn't have enough mechanisms in it to give the game a little bit of strategy. It was pretty much just pass the card to your neighbor. In Flip 7, when you have those special cards that say draw 2 cards or whatever in Uno, you get to choose not only who you want to give that card to, but you can give it to yourself. And that is really cool. And then on top of that, you're trying not to bust, because if you get over a certain value of cards in front of you, you bust. And that is so much fun. This game, every time we have a family gathering, we get Flip 7 out, because it doesn't take a huge explanation. Again, it's Uno with a few fun things thrown in, and everybody always has a fun time playing this. I've never introduced this game, folks. I've never got this game out and introduced it to somebody and had them not go gaga over it. It's so much fun.
It's just easy.
Easy fun.
Easy fun.
Yeah, just a great game. And there's enough there that you're like, oh man, I mean, you're pushing your luck and just having a great time trying to win this game. And if someone gets out in the lead and you get one of those cards that says, I don't know, maybe draw 4 cards or 3 cards or something like that, and you're looking at their cards in front of them, and they're close to busting. They're close to busting. You're like, hey, enjoy yourself, draw 3 more cards. And so, because you can give the leader that card and they have to pray that they don't bust. But you can do that to them, and it's so much fun. Or you can look at yourself. It's called Flip 7 for a reason. If you flip 7 cards, without flipping the same number twice, you get a bonus. So when you draw one of those special cards that allows you to draw cards, you might want to take that yourself and get to that threshold. I can't say enough good things about it. It's fast, it's furious. You can introduce it to people who don't play board games whatsoever, and they'll go crazy over it. And for that reason, this game is something that you must own for family gatherings. I mean to tell you, you have to have this game. It's so much fun, and that's Flip 7. Wow, number 3 for 2025, and it's a minimum 3-player game. All right, the next game, number 2 on my 2025, is Castle Combo. It's for 2 to 5 players. You can play again in 25 minutes. It's published by Pandasaurus Games. Wow, cool game. I can't say enough about this game. Again, this is another game Lori and I get out when we've had a busy day. You know, we were painting. We didn't have time to play any games. Hey, let's get out Castle Combo and play a game of that before we go to bed for the night. And hey, if that's attractive to you like it is to us, then by all means you will love this game.
Well, you usually end up playing more than one game.
Yeah, and you have 2. Yeah, and you will. You'll get it out and you'll play it more than once because that's just the nature of the beast. This is by Gregory Gard and Matthew Russell. So you have 2 decks of cards, but you have 3 cards that are face up from each deck, and you're going to select one of those cards from one of those rows, and you're going to play those in your play area where you're going to build 9 cards. I think it's 3 by 3. Yes, 9 cards. So you're going to have a 3 by 3 grid. Where you put those cards is very important because once you place that card in your grid, you can't move it. And you're trying to get the synergy between those cards best that you can in order to score the most points that you can. So there's icons on them, set collection you're trying to put together. You have these keys that allow you to wipe out, and maybe there's nothing in the card row that you want. You can spend a key and put those in the discard pile and turn over 3 more out of the deck. And so maybe you'll find something that you want in that regard. Person at the end of the game with the most coins wins the game. And then you have this little wooden piece here that is going to mark the row of cards you have to select from. Now, if you don't see anything in that row and you want to spend a key, you can wipe it out and build from that deck. Or you can spend a key and move this guy down to the other deck of cards if you see a card face up down there that you really want for your grid. And so there's different ways you can manipulate this game. I can't say enough about it. I love it. Castle Combo, Laura and I play the heck out of this game. I told her it reminds me it's Earth, just not near as complex. If you've played the card game Earth, which we love. I love Earth. That's a great card game, but there's a lot more things going on when you're trying to tie in those cards. This one's simple and quick, and the art is fun. You recruit 9 characters, activate its ability, and build the best 9-card tableau that you can build and score as many points as you can score. Wow, this game is just so much fun. I just struggled with where to put it on my list. Number 2 is a good spot for this game because it's a game that you will look at the little box and you'll play it over and over and over again. Much like Flip 7, it doesn't take up any space in your house or apartment. If you happen to live in a small place like we do, this is very important to us. You know, our house isn't very big here in our retirement community, and so we love little games like this. That's why we're getting rid of a lot of big box games. Okay, that's number 2. Hey, wow, that was a great. Oh, shoot, I got to put this little guy back in here because I'll blame Lori for missing that piece. She's my go-to when I blame somebody for losing game pieces. She's my go-to scapegoat. Okay. Number 1 game of the year. I played it early on, and when I played it, first I watched it played 2 or 3 times, and then I said to myself, wow, I think we're going to love that game. It's inexpensive. We picked up a copy, and we've played it and played it and played it. It is definitely my favorite of the games I've talked about today. It's my favorite of any other games I've seen. And I looked at everything. You know what? There's 50 pages of new board games on BGG. 50 pages. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. I couldn't even go through all 50 pages just looking at the games that were available brand new for 2025. And let me tell you something. 80% of them aren't worth your time. So be careful. And now on my feed, I'm always getting commercials for board games, pushing new board games, new board games, the ones that you love. Hey, get rid of Orleans, new board games, new are much better than Orleans. New board games, get rid of Castles and Burgundy, new board games. This one's new. Fill your closet up with that. You know, it just gets on your nerves because a new board game has to survive the test of time in order to be a game as good as Orleans or Castles of Burgundy. This game will do that, and it's called Spectacular because it is spectacular. Man, the lid's upside down on almost every one of these games. I must have done that. You're not that inept. I am that inept. When I put things away, I'm not as good as I should be. Yeah, there we go. Spectacular. This game is designed by Eilif Svensson and Asmund Svensson. I think it's father and son. I'm not certain. But one of these designers, I don't know which one, is the co-designer on Santa Maria and The Magnificent. I loved both those games. If you haven't played those games, they're fantastic. I sold Santa Maria, not because it wasn't a good game, because it was, but it had that dry Euro publishing to it. The game was fantastic. It's a dice, I think dice drafting game, Santa Maria. Everything about it was cool. I mean, it's a great game. I just didn't like the subject matter, whatever. And in this world, you don't have to keep games that aren't perfect. But Magnificent, wow, I can highly recommend that game. It's so cool. But Spectacular is so much fun, and this is another game that you can play very quickly. It's for 1 to 6 players, 20 to 30 minutes. Wow. And I'm telling you what, there's almost too much to think about in this game, isn't there?
Yes.
It's almost to that breaching point where you go, okay, I can't spin all this together in my head. First couple of times I played it, I told Lori, wow, that's almost a little bit much. But the more I played it, now I'm just in love with it, totally. We just played it recently, a couple nights ago, and you played it 2-3 times. I mean, it doesn't take a long time to play, and you're thinking really hard in this one. And there is a variant in it where you don't have to use the bonus tiles that are on your board, but put them in the game immediately. That way you get used to spinning that plate also. And it's very important to just play the whole game. Don't go with that easy variant. It's a waste of time. But it's such a cool dice game. You have a common board and you'll have a play area in front of you. And you're trying to build that play area. So you're going to select an item from your own supply, and you're going to select an item from a common supply and put those on your board in these 2 spaces. And then once you've both selected, then you both, and I'm talking 2-player, but whoever's at the table, if it's 4 players, it's 4 players. Once you've all made that selection, then you're going to place those 2 items in your play area. And it can be a tile or it can be a dice that you're placing. And you're going to be able to select a dice or a tile off the community board and a dice or a tile off of your own supply. And you're just going to do that the entire game. Once everybody has placed their selections, you take that community board and you're going to pass it to the other player. In a 4-player game, it just goes clockwise, I would imagine. So you're looking at what is on everybody's community boards, because, let's see, when that gets to me is that blue 2 dice going to be on that board. Or it's going to be passed next to me. Well, I need a blue 2 to activate one of my tiles to score my blue tiles, because you need a 1 or 2 to activate those areas. And so you're thinking about that. You're thinking about your bonus tiles that I talked about, and whether you can make those patterns in your play area. You're thinking about the number of animals, different animals that are on the tiles that you're placing, because you score points for the total number of different animals that you have on your board. There's so much going on. And then you have, some of the tiles have one of the corners have a color in them, and if you can match those colors, 3 of them, you're going to get a tower to put on top of that, and you can put 6s all around that tower, which is the only way you can place a 6 other than the main animal on your board, which is the starting animal on your particular board. I know this sounds confusing, but you can place a 6 on there, and that's the only place you can place a 6 unless you build a tower. Then you can place 6s all around that tower, and you get credit for those at the end of the game. Wow. I mean, there's so much going on. It's almost to the tipping point for us. But it's so spectacular, you guys. Just a fantastic time, so much fun. When I played it, I told Lori, a game like this is why I play board games. This is one that you will play and play and play. And I've read, I mean, it's only getting like 7.4s on BGG. And I've read people's comments about it, and I wonder what they're, I don't understand what they're saying. This game is damn near perfect. I don't know any other way to say it. It's damn near perfect. Spectacular. It's the game of the year from Bones Collector Studios, and we really, really want to pump this game up, man. And I got nothing to do, of course, with this Chili Fox. Chili Fox Games. That's the publisher. So it's like a little chili pepper and a foxtail. It's pretty cool. Wow, I want to play this game right now, you guys. This is the type of game that Lori and I enjoy the most. These little games that are a terrific puzzle along the lines of Calico and Verdant, Cascadia, those things. This one's right to that tipping point of being a little bit too much, but you do it in 20 or 30 minutes, and so you're like, oh, whew, man, that was over with quick, but I was really twisting the wheels up there. My gears were smoking. I need to lubricate a little bit, because my gears were smoking. And I love that about this game. Again, when the first couple of times I played it, I thought, oh wow, this may be a little bit too much. But the more I played it, the more I appreciated what these guys did in this design. Oh, so fantastic. So fantastic. Oh, it was not even close for Game of the Year. For me, it wasn't even close. I love all those games I presented to you today. Okay? I can highly recommend them. And some of them I can super highly recommend them, but this one stands head and shoulders above the rest, and that's spectacular. Just a fantastic time. And again, very inexpensive. I love the publishing too. I don't know if I showed you that. Did I take the lid off? Everything comes in tuck boxes. You know, we laminate the scoring sheets, and you get a sheet that tells you all the bonus tiles that are available in the game and how they score. And I mean, and you have to complete some of these bonus tiles or you're going to get beat. So you're thinking so hard because you have 3 of them, an A, B, and a C. A is easier than B, B is easier than C, and C is the hardest. And you get more points for C. So you're thinking very hard on how you can complete those. We pass them out at random. You shuffle them up, pass each player 3 of those tiles, 1A, 1B, 1C, and you put them on the side of your player board. So everything comes in tuck boxes, guys. And that's so cool. I mean, it's just so neat to have a game come published like that. So much fun. There's so much to enjoy in here. Keep a little dry erase pen in here for our score. And Lori usually beats me at this game. I hate admitting that. She's really good at this game. Like I said, it was a little bit almost to the tipping point for me, but she's a little smarter than I am, so but I win. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't win this game, because I do win this game once in a while. She's a little bit better at it than I am, and sometimes she helps me beat her. Hey, wait a minute. If you take that and put that over there, you're going to score a lot of points, that kind of thing, But it's really cool. Anyway, on the back here, it shows you those bonus tiles go on the side here, and there's some crazy ones and crazy ways you can score. So when you're drafting tiles and dice from the common board and from your own supply and trying to place them in your play area, you're thinking very hard on what you're doing, because dice values and the way they're placed out there could be one of your bonus tiles that you're trying to satisfy over here. Like the total of your blue dice must be greater than 19. So any blue dice that you've placed on the board, it must be greater than 19 in order to score that bonus tile. Stuff like that. Each person has 6 little tiles that you can flip the values of dice. So 1 for each color, and then you have a wild. So you're thinking about that also. So you're thinking about those tiles that can flip dice. You're thinking about the bonus tiles. You're thinking about the different animals that you're putting, how you're placing them in on your play area. So much to think about. Spectacular. Almost an overload, but not quite. And this is the game of the year by far. You have to own it. You must own this. Where's my amulet? I'm swinging it back. Go buy Spectacular. Doesn't cost you much, and you'll be glad you did. That's it, you guys. That's my top 10 for 2025. Sorry about the long wait in between videos. Again, we're going to start our Ultimate Top 100. That'll be our final video series. Of course, the whole internet will be watching because they're curious as to what the Bones Collector Studios is going to keep for 100 games and get rid of all the rest. And I know it's just, they're going to be waiting so anxiously and with bated breath.
Maybe after the first of the year.
Yeah, but we will get started on it as soon as we can because we're going to have fun saying goodbye to everybody and doing that video series. We'll see you the next time here on the Bones Collector. I love every daggone one of you. I hope you're having a peaceful life and enjoying board gaming wherever you happen to be. Keep on board gaming. It's the best hobby on the planet. See you the next time on Bones Collector. Bye-bye.